Good afternoon to all. So we have been dealing with the chapter dynamization, and in the last chapter we have discussed trituration and tincture trituration. In trituration, we have seen that triturations can be done in two scales, decimal and centesimal. In decimal scale, the ratio for trituration is 1:9, and in centesimal scale, the ratio for trituration is 1:99. And the 9 or 99 part of sugar milk is divided into 3 equal parts, that is 3, 3, 3 in case of decimal and 33, 33, 33 in case of decimal scale. And also we have discussed that 60 minutes is needed for ending the trituration. And we have seen the advantages and disadvantages of trituration, and also tincture trituration. Trituration means mother tinctures or strong mother tinctures are used for making tincture trituration. That later it can be used for preparing tincture tablets. So now we are passing to another subtopic of dynamization, is jumping potency or fluxion potency. So please see that in the bracket it is given as converting triturations into liquid potency. That means in decimal scales as well as centesimal scales, the solid drug substances are triturated from 1x, 2x, 3x in case of decimal scale, and 1C, 2C, 3C, or 1, 2, 3 in case of centesimal scales. And you have already studied that trituration is a long process, or it is difficult to prepare potencies, since we have to take minimum 1 hour. By converting this type of solid preparations or solid potencies into liquid potencies, the further potentization is easy. Then if it is converted to liquid, we can use the dynamization meant for liquid type of substance, that is succussion. So that is why the converting triturations into liquid is very essential and necessary. And this type of converting triturations into liquid potency is known as jumping potency or fluxion potency. And the trituration is to be carried out up to 6x potency in decimal scale and up to 3C or 3 in centesimal scale. So in decimal scale, we have to triturate up to 6x, and in centesimal scale, we have to triturate up to 3C or 3. Then take 1 grain of the triturated medicinal substance in a clean, dry, neutral glass bottle and use and add 50 drops of distilled water. The powder, that is the 1 grain of triturated powder, is to be completely dissolved in the 50 drops of distilled water by tilting or turning the bottle few times around on its axis or by simple agitation. Now the medicine substance is completely soluble in the 50 parts of distilled water, and add 50 drops of dispensing alcohol and give 10 strong succussions. And for subsequent potencies means, by converting the 6x into liquid potency, we will get say 8x potency, and in case of 3C, we will get 4C. So subsequent potencies use dilute alcohol. So that is why from 8x onwards, we have to use a succussion method for dynamization, where the base or the vehicle used is dilute alcohol. Instead of 1 grain, any suitable quantity of triturations can be taken, provided distilled water and alcohol should be in accordance with the ratio 1:1 each to 50. So, depending upon the quantity of the drug substance, you have to make the ratio appropriate. So, the distilled water is added first because sugar of milk is not soluble in alcohol. For the triturations conversion of solid triturations to liquid potency, you have to add distilled water first because the sugar of milk is not highly soluble in water. That is why 50 times of water is added first to ensure complete solution. Not the 1:9 in case of decimal. So we are adding 50 times of water to ensure complete solution. And also this will avoid precipitation when alcohol is added. The 7x potency cannot be prepared from trituration of 6x. Sorry. Yes. We cannot prepare 7x potency from x. So instead of it, we are converting the 6x into 8x. The solubility of sugar of milk is 1 part in 6 parts of water at 20 degrees Celsius, and sugar of milk will get precipitated when alcohol is added. So the conversion of liquid potency is over. So that is called fluxion potency and or jumping potency. So the conversion of 3C into 4C and conversion of 6x into 8x all are called fluxion potencies, where a solid is converted into a liquid. That is a change of state occurs. That is why it is called fluxion. Jumping actually occurs in case of 6x to 8x. But in many of the books, 6x to 8x, 3C to 4C, all are described under jumping potencies. So next is straight potency. So this is conversion of trituration. So another method of converting solid potencies to liquid was invented by Dr. Burt. So he says the 7x potency of the requisite medicine can be prepared from 6x trituration. He adopted a method by taking 1 part of requisite 6x trituration in a new well-cleaned bottle and add 9 parts of purified water to it, giving 10 downward strokes ending in jerks. And we have made the 7x potency. Since the potency is made out of using water or purified water, it cannot be considered as a permanent potency. It is unstable. So that is why we have to take 1 part from this 7x prepared potency and add 9 parts of alcohol with it. And again give 10 strong or uniform succussions, and the 8x liquid potency is obtained, and which is a permanent potency since it is prepared by using alcohol. And now we are going to another subtopic in dynamization, that is called modified potentization technique. That means keeping pace with the scientific and industrial revolution, many followers and students of Hahnemann and homeopathy started to perceive the principles of dynamization from view of labor-saving techniques and machines by which they can prepare high potencies. So many followers of Hahnemann started to prepare high potencies of homeopathic medicines by adopting or by using several machineries or several techniques during the lifetime of animal itself. So they are General Korsak of Russia, Jenichen of Wismar, B. Fink of New York, Carol Denham, Thomas Skinner, Lehrman, and Samuelson. So in this class, we can discuss three personalities, that is Korsakov of Russia, Jenichen of Wismar, and Bernhard Fink of New York. So first, General Korsakov of Russia. Count Graf von Korsakov was a Russian general. He explained that the method of attenuation can be achieved by keeping one dried medicated pellet in a bottle full of pure sugar pellets. Thus, the whole pellets get medicated. He went on to do this with 13,500 unmedicated globules and one single dry globule of sulfur 30. So, General Korsakov adopted a particular method that for medicating an entire bottle filled with unmedicated globules, he added one dried medicated pellet. And that was his concept. And it was a method comes under modified potentialization techniques. And second personality, Jenichen of Wismar. Jenichen was an admirer of Hahnemann who pursued the idea that further attenuation is not necessary for minimization or medicine, but continuous succussion without dilution is sufficient. He took large bottles and holding them in a slant angular direction while shaking them vigorously. He reckoned the number of potencies by the number of shakes that gave the bottle, 10 strokes being the increase by 1 degree of potency. He advocated that the degree of strength developed through potentization was directly proportional to the number of strokes given. Thus, he suggested that every 10 strokes given would increase the dynamic strength of the medicine by 1 degree. So this was the principle that Jenichen used 10 continuous succussions for increasing 1 degree or increase of 1 potency. So no dilution was used. He only used 10 strokes to increase 1 degree of potency. That was his principle. The next, Carol Denham. So he was one of the early people to mechanize the process of potentization. He availed himself an abandoned oil mill. With the help of water power, 120 bottles were succussed at one time. And thus, that number of medicines was by a single operation advanced 1 degree in the scale of potentization. 125 succussions were given to each potency. The Denham potencies were given to at Smith's Pharmacy in New York City. Several doctors inherited potencies marked 200. So this was Carol Denham also used to potentize a large number of bottles at a time. And he used the mechanical power for potentizing medicines. Carol Denham potencies are described in a particular textbook in Medica, that is Nash material medical. Next one, Bernhard Fink. So Bernhard Fink, an American physician, experimented with several methods for making higher potencies. His original potencies were made by hand with alcohol in the Korsakovian manner. Fink devised his own method of dynamization. He used to take 100 drops of drug substance in a glass jar or glass jug. He allowed a stream of water to flow into it. For every dram of water entering in and out of the vessel, he would count it as one potency. For 100 drams of water entering and coming out of the vessel, would increase the potency of the containing drug substance to 100. He never believed the value of straws. He had paid importance only on the water with its exerting force on the medicine substance in raising the potencies. So this is the diagrammatic representation of Fink's potentization apparatus. So in which we can see a small bottle placed at the lower aspect and a stream of water placed at a higher level. And by this, a hydrant water can be poured into a glass jar. And by means of placing drug substance in the small bottle and using each dram of water for raising 1 degree of potency to the drug substance placed in the small jar. And by this, winding up today's session, the rest of the personalities with modified potentization techniques and discuss in the next class. Thanks.